Okay, we're still working on the drawing with Flash tutorial. We've been working on the spaceship. Next thing we're going to do is to make this spin or some whatever. You'll see. Okay, so we're going to move in a little bit closer. And I've created this new layer called spin, locked all the other layers. Again, this is important because we're actually working around here. And we want to use a stroke color. Let's see, we'll use this one a little bit lighter here. Or excuse me, I'm not using the stroke, I'm just going to use a fill, no stroke, rectangle tool. We've done this several times already. Use the selection key, and let's just kind of start right around the corner, the edge here. And good. It gives us our basic shape that we want to have. But what I want to do is I want to create new lines along here. So if you want to create new points, you can hold down the Option key while you're in the selection, and you hover over there and you created a new point. So I can create new points here, and I'm going to create points so that I can drag these back from those points. So you get that sense of roundness, also kind of going around the edge. Good. Now I'm going to duplicate this. Duplicate this just by holding down the Option key, sliding this over, and modify, transform, flip horizontal. Boy, you'll find that a real handy thing to use. Just gonna try to get it where it needs to be. Doesn't want to line up too well. Bring this around. There we go. I'm gonna make this one smaller. Doesn't need to stick out as far. Just adds a little more weight to that sign. What you're also trying to do is to get your line so it appears like it's across this circular thing happening here. So down a little bit more. Good. Bring that up. And then change the color on this one a little bit darker. No. Way darker. Fill. There we go. Something just subtle. There we go. Now when we want to spin this, what we're going to do is we're going to alternate that and that in its own timeline. We'll do that in between. We'll do that a little bit later. But that's basically what we want to accomplish there. Now, since we're here, let's go ahead and add an antenna on here. So I'm going to use black. I'm going to change the property of this line. Right now we've been using with a 0.05, pretty small line. I'm going to move this up to about a 2. So it'll be a pretty good size stroke. I'm going to zoom in a little closer. And start a line here. Of course, this has been around the universe a time or two, so it's probably a little bit worse for wear. Use my bend tool, bend that up a little bit, add a little ball on the top. Circle. Fill that in with black. Good. All right, so I've got these lines, and what I didn't do is get the magnetic part on here, because what I want to do is make sure they're all connected. There we go. And I'm going to duplicate these. So I'm going to hold down the Shift key and select several of these. And I'm going to duplicate this out just by holding down the Shift or the Alt key, moving this out. I want to make this stroke a little bit smaller. So let's bring this down to 1. Shorten that a little bit, shorten that a little, whoop, shorten that a little bit. Select it again, move it a little bit closer. Yeah, you get that feeling of, oh, it's kind of gone twang. There we go. Probably get rid of that and try that again a little bit closer. Okay, from a distance. There we go. There we have it. We have an antenna. We have added those. Let's see, we'll add legs next on here. See you in a bit.